Shalom, family. Wow. This is the second video. I was trying to do the first video. I'm gonna send it to you guys so you can see that I was really getting into the message, and the spirit was with me. It was so strong. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I started coughing uncontrollably. I couldn't even stop coughing. It felt like I was going to die. I stopped the video. As you can see, I'm still, trying to get myself back. It was a spiritual attack because I realized I must be touching some really deep stuff, because the Most High told me the Spirit told me, hey, do this, That's what the Most High put in my heart, that I needed to do this, to talk about body odor and bad breath, because it's not, the cause of it, again, have nothing to do with cleanliness or anything else. They are spirits. So what happened when your body is decaying, I will talk to you about that. Like when you have food inside your inside your body that's not being removed, that you're not letting out. So that food become toxic. It starts to rot. And then what happens, then it starts to get into your system and start weakening you up. So when you weaken, your body is equipped to fight anything that the Most High, any disease that the Most High have allowed your body. If you put the right things, if you go back to basic and eat the food He tells you to eat, put the right thing in your mouth, inside your system, I guarantee you that your body will be strong enough to fight those things. But however, if you're not taking care of your body, it gets weakened and you can't fight. It's not at its best, so you can't fight as good, as strong as someone who is eating proper, the right foods, right? So then, when that happens and your body weakens, guess what? Those energies get into your body, because your body's natural. So only spirit can live into your body, like demons and spirit. All those things they call in sickness, they are sickness, but they evil spirit. They love to dwell in a dirty place. So if your body's clean and your inside is healthy, people will see it, and they will see it. So their gain is to make sure you stay at your low level, low vibration, so you can't elevate. So I want to talk to you about, see, every time I get on here, my nose itches. So this is where, oh my God, I will stop, I think, when I was talking, when I was talking about, I think, the hardened, the bad breath, halitosis, that accompany tonsil infection is a prime indicator of tonsil stone. So if you have halitosis and a bad breath, that accompanies a tonsil infection, is a prime indicator of tonsil stone. So when you have halitosis, it means that you have a tonsil stone, right? I mean, that's what they're saying, right? Tonsil stones contain compressed sulfur compound, mucus, and bacteria. One study of a patient with chronic tonsillitis tested for volatile sulfur compound in the subject breath. The presence of those foul-smelling compound provide objective evidence of bad breath. Researchers found that 75% of people with abdominal high concentration of these compound abnormally abnormally high concentration of these compounds also had tonsil stones. So that's where like the smells are coming from, right? Tonsil stones. And I'm sure you guys like you know, sometimes they have plaque, and like when you gargle, sometimes the you know, plaque come out of your nasal area. Okay. Where was I? Other researchers have suggested that tonsil stones should be considered when the cause of bad breath is unclear. So an appointment with an ear, nose, or throat specialist is recommended if you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now what they saying, recommend treatment for tonsil stones. No treatment. Many tonsil stones, especially one without symptoms, require no special treatment. At-home removal is possible to carefully dislodge tonsil stone at home with the use of pick or swab. Do not attempt to use sharp instrument. Saltwater gargle. So gargle with warm, salty water may help alleviate the discomfort of tonsillitis, which often accompany with tonsil stones. So I would tell you at the end of this video, I'm gonna try to tell you. Well, I'm not gonna show. I'm going to tell you, give you some tips on what you know, for your hygiene, what you can do for your hygiene, you know, to brush your teeth to keep from having gum disease and all that stuff. And I'm gonna give you a homework, something to try, and you guys gonna see instantly. You're gonna feel this thing remove. If you having issues with your gums, your teeth, toothache, or anything, you brush with this thing I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna feel that stuff absorbing all that gooey stuff. You're gonna feel it right away. I mean, it's instant. Okay, the second one is sinus breath. Bad breath caused by sinuses, right? Bad breath can be caused by microbial build growth or infection your sinus. Sinus infection or sinusitis is an inflammation of the nasal sinuses. It may be a short-term acute inflammation caused by an infection, or other time it can be a long-term chronic condition complicated by allergies or structural problem in the nose. So those of you with allergies, I used to have allergies bad. Oh, I used to have allergies bad, y'all. But after I did what I did, I don't have allergies anymore. And the truth is, our bodies, we're not supposed to be allergic to anything. Even the stuff that our Father told us not to eat, we shouldn't be allergic to them. So there's something missing. That's why you're allergic, that you can't eat certain things. And we'll talk about that in another video. Let me focus on the bad breath and stuff. Okay, what was I? Okay, long-term sinusitis can greatly affect your quality of life. Bad breath can affect your can really affect your quality of life, for real. And body odor it makes you depressed because it's something it's heavy, right? So what I'm trying to say is, like, most spirit are light, like spirit that elevate you, they light, so that's why they elevate you. And spirit that There's some spirit that need to keep you grounded, but they don't make you feel trapped. They just make you feel grounded. You can feel the difference. But they're the heavy spirit that evil spirit are heavy spirit. They not like they heavy. They come with a lot of stuff because they're trying to keep you down. That's why they're heavy. So then it comes with depression. It comes with, it comes with all type of stuff just so you can stay down, right? So it makes you depressed. It makes you not want to be around people, make you embarrassed, shame. So all of this, we just think about it. All of it just is depression. It's like, it just take you down, right? But the spirit, cleanliness, light, happiness, light, airy, you always la-di-da, always happy, right? But those are the good energy that's gonna elevate you. But the one that like depression and all that, those are spirit that want to keep you down, because when you get to that point, you become depressed, you're not elevated, you can't do anything, everything is like upside down. So yeah, it's bad. Okay, nasal sinuses are located within the cheek, around and behind the nose. They act to warm, moisten, and filter the air entering the nasal cavity. They also help us vocalize certain sounds, right? See, I'm still trying to get myself back. This is crazy. Symptoms of sinuses, sinusitis. Vary depending on the severity and which sinuses are involved. They may go alongside bad breath, right? So potential symptoms of this include thick green and or yellow color mucus from the nose or down the back of your throat. I don't know if you guys have suffered some of that. This is kind of like there, because this is so far, right? Loss of sense of smell or taste, bad taste in the mouth, sore throat, cough, tiredness, temperature or fever, facial congestion or feeling of fullness and pain, headache, toothache, sensation of pressure that worsen when leaning forward, obstructive sleep apnea, post-nasal drip. Okay, nasal polyps. Nasal polyps are soft, jelly-like, overgrown of the sinus lining and look like grapes or on the end of a stick. No, of a stalk. They do not always cause symptoms, as they usually grow through tunnels that connects the sinuses to the nose. They often cause a blocked nose. However, they can also block the airway, which can lead to sinus infection. These infections can cause bad breath due to run over of post-nasal drip. Okay, post-nasal drip, your respiratory system makes a lubricant called mucus. Mucus is a thick, wet substance that moisten your respiratory system and help trap and destroy bacteria and viruses before they cause infection. So mucus is not bad for you. And in spite of what other people have been saying, get rid of mucus, mucus isn't bad for you. Too much of mucus is bad. That means your body is not functioning properly. Therefore, you have a lot of mucus. So you have to bring your body back to functioning the way it's supposed to function, so it can fight those things, so it can take care of itself. You don't need to do anything. Your body can take care of itself. Where was I? Wet substance trap destroy. Okay. Bacteria and virus destroy bacteria and viruses before they cause infection. Sinusitis, nasal polyps, and post-nasal drops can all cause bad breath, as they encourage the buildup of microbes, foreign object, and metabolites that cause bad breath. So that's the thing with the sinuses. Long breath. Ooh, it's hot in here, you guys. I'm in California. They've been giving us warning that it's hot, and it is hot. Bad breath caused by the lung bad breath causes and lung infection. Lower respiratory tract infection. Bad breath can be caused by lung infection and conditions such as bronchitis, tuberculosis, emphysema, and pneumonia. And type of lung infection include bronchitis, infection of the large area of bronchi, group infection of the trachea or windpipe in children, emphysema, widespread infection of the upper and lower respiratory tract, including the nose, throat, and occasionally bronchi in the lung, pneumonia, infection of the alveoli and surrounded lung tissue. I know that I did that. Alveolus. So alveolus. Okay, lung cancer usually causes a distinct bad breath, and bad breath is now being used in early detection of cancer. Oh, it's hot. If lower respiratory tract infection present with increased mucus production, it may be hard to determine the cause of bad breath. Unfortunately, aside from treating the source of infection, this type of bad breath may have no other cure than time. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all of that, right? Even all of this, you're not gonna have to face any of that with the homework that I'm gonna give you guys to do. It's gonna be the 2 things with taking care of your mouth, and then another try, and so it's gonna end up being like maybe 4 or 5 things to do, but they all gonna be for it's gonna eliminate all that stuff. Asthma. People with asthma are more likely to suffer from dry mouth, and dry mouth causes bad breath. This is because asthma restricts the airflow. Okay, cystic fibrosis, a genetic disease that affects many organs, including lungs, digestive tract, and sinuses. Patient will have swollen, thick, and immobile mucus that leads to sinus blockage in the lung. Again, excess mucus means your body's not, it's producing too much. Why? Because it's not working properly. Gut breath causes in digestive system. That digestive system cause many cases of bad breath. That's what I'm on. That's the homework that I'm going to give you guys for your digestive system, to clean that, because what happened when you eat, the natural way for your body to work, I mean, I think I said that in the first video, is to have to wake up in the morning, to have a BM, and then, at least have, 4 BM at least, right? But if you eat 6 meals per day, you should have at least 7, right? So, but there's some people who don't have, their system isn't working well, so they don't have BMs every day. They have BM like maybe once or twice a week, or maybe once a day. And some people say, oh, if you have BM once a day, that's good. That's what the doctor tell you. No, it's not good, because think about it. When you eat the food you eat, it should be out. If it's staying into your body, what you think it's doing? What it does is it gets so much that it stays here. And then so it started rotting out. So if you have, like, let's imagine you putting garbage and your garbage can scrap, like leftover, right? What happened after 3 days? Start to smell, right? So imagine having all that food for months and months into your body and it's not going out. So therefore, every time you speak, it's not that you don't brush your teeth or you have bad breath. It's just that the rotted food that's in you is coming. The smell is coming out. You have to go somewhere, and then it start to get into your bloodstream. Then the next thing you know, you have a gum problem. It start to mess with your eyes, start to mess with your skin, and then the next thing you know, you start having body odor. And because it's in your system, so the smell needs to go somewhere. So when the smell starts to come out of your mouth, it's concerning, right? But when the smell gets so bad, it starts to come out of your body, like under your armpit, and then you're having problems. There's a problem, so you have to fix it. That's what happened when the food stay in and it does not go down, because you're not supposed to have food overnight. You can have a little bit, but by in the morning, all that from the day before should be out, and you should start a clean slate, right? So any condition that allows air from the mouth to move up into the esophagus. Let's see if we can get that defined. Esophagus. Oh, damn. Esophagus in the oral cavity may cause halitosis. However, bad breath caused by the gut is usually a sign of general imbalance in the digestive system. That's right. Imbalance, right? So they said GERD symptoms or gourd reflex disease, which cause acid reflux, heartburn, any kind of condition that causes stomach acid, heartburn, stomach distress may cause an odor, especially if you're aware of an unusual taste. This is nearly always accompanied by a smell. Bloating, gas, and burping. Any digestive condition that makes you belch, burp, can cause bad breath. These include imbalance seen in digestive condition like IBS, food intolerance, or high sugar consumption. Third, bowel obstruction or constipation. When your body is not digesting food, an unfortunate side effect can be bad breath that resemble feces. Imagine. The fifth one is metabolic. I gotta slow down a little bit. It's hot. Let me use something to. Okay. Where was I? Oh, okay. Okay, metabolic breath. Bad breath causes in certain diet types. Ketone fat metabolism breath, low carb or Ketogenic diets can force your body to burn fat or fuel instead. Fat for fuel instead. Oh, to burn fat for fuel instead. This produces chemical called ketones that are released in the breath, producing an odd fruity and nut or acetone odor. Interesting. The good news is that if you have bad breath, you're probably sticking to that low carb diet well. And often the bad breath is a short-term problem while your body adjusts to the fat metabolism. Hunger breath, you guys know that hunger breath. If you skip meal, you get hunger breath. Okay. Diabetic breath, bad breath caused by insulin. Diabetics suffer from inadequate insulin production, causes them to burn fat and produce ketones. This means they prone to ketones breath. Discussed above, another bad breath cause in diabetes may be chronic kidney failure. Chronic kidney failure. This may cause breath that smell fishy or like ammonia, known as uremic fetor. The high amount of urea in the saliva and its breakdown to ammonia causes smell. Smell like pee, smell like fish breath. Liver breath. Bad breath causes and liver disease. Sometimes the liver is the source of halitosis. Frank liver failure leading to hepatic coma is often, let me see, because I don't know. I just be butchering those words.
Hepatic.
Oh, so okay. Hepatic coma is often signaled by a sweet smell, musty odor, or on the breath as the body tries to excrete by producing of sulfur containing ammonia and acid and amino acid breakdown. Cirrhosis may cause a breath odor described as decayed blood or rotten egg. Last stage liver failure can also cause bad breath, known as fecal hepaticus, a sweet, musty aroma caused by sulfide, not ketones. This had led Belgian researchers publishing a journal suggesting bad breath as a potential diagnosis tool to detect liver problem. Okay, so bad breath, they can determine if you have liver problem or if you have cancer. Okay, so trimethylamine breath, bad breath causes and genetic disease. An underdiagnosed disorder known as TMAU or fish odor syndrome may affect as many as 1% of U.S. citizens. It causes a body odor and bad breath that often described as fishy, but sometimes resemble rotten egg, garbage, or urine. The genetic disorder affect the ability to break down choline, leading to a buildup of trimethylamine. The fishy odor is excreted via sweat, urine, saliva, blood, and air exhaled through the mouth and nostril. Patients with trimethylaminuria may need to eliminate or reduce their intake of high I hate when this choline. High choline. I say it right, but I don't know why I lose my confidence sometimes. So high choline food such as broccoli, beans, eggs, legume, kidney, and liver. Can you imagine you have to stop eating all those things and they're good for you? What if you are if you notice on the cell salt, beans have a lot of those cell salts. So if you remove those and you can't eat them, then that means that, the evil spirit can enter your body and stay there. So you have to cure that so you can eat those things. Menstrual breath. I never had menstrual breath. I don't know. That's like that's a new one for me. Researchers have reported that bad breath in women tended to increase before and during their period. They noted that during menstruation, the average female breath odor contained much more VSC than that of male counterpart, while oral bacteria levels were the same across both gender. Women had lower saliva level during menstruation, which may occur during their which may account for their bad breath. So unfortunately, if temporary halitosis tend to arrive at the same time as your premenstrual syndrome, PMS, is down to hormonal changes. Drug, bad breath, medication. Many medication can cause bad breath by drying up your saliva. So when you don't produce enough saliva, you have bad breath. 7 out of top 10 prescribed medicine lists dry mouth as a side effect. Worst culprit tend to be medication that treats depression, anxiety, pain, allergies, nasal congestion, obesity, acne, epilepsy, hypertension, urinary incontinence, asthma, Parkinson's disease. So okay, now this one is really interesting. Number 11. Okay. So this one is interesting because it's halitophobia, fear of bad breath. While most people are at least slightly concerned about how their breath smell, for some people, fear of halitosis grow to become a phobia. Although severe halitophobia is uncommon, estimated as affecting less than 1% of adults, it can be a serious problem. Dentists have estimated that up to 25% of people come to them with halitosis are affected with halitophobia. Left untreated, it can have a huge impact on sufferers' personal life and confidence, causing social anxiety, withdrawal from social situation, fear of vocal projection when speaking, in extreme cases not speaking at all, anxiety about being close to others, and physical affection, constant gum chewing, mint sucking, refusal to eat certain food, living in fear of offending people with bad breath, excessive teeth brushing. Okay, so where we are at 34. Okay, cool. So this is about bad breath, right? So since we're talking about bad breath, so this is the solution that I have. This is the homework, right? I remember when I was growing up, my mom always had us brush our teeth with salt 3 times a week. You know, whatever, we had to do that 3 times per week. And baking soda as well. So you do 3 days, 3 different days baking soda, 3 different days salt, and then you can go ahead and do 1 day with whatever toothpaste or whatever charcoal, whatever you use, right? The baking soda whiten your teeth and it strengthens your teeth, okay? And it strengthen your gum as well. The salt is the most important, because when you brush your teeth with salt, if you have an infection, if you feel your gum is about to get start to sew up, or feel like you're about to get bumps, get weird stuff on your gum, the minute you brush your teeth with salt, you will feel that it start to absorb everything. Like your teeth would feel like it's like it just, I don't know, it just feel light. Like it feel light, and it feel like everything that was heavy that was in it just came out. And what the salt does is strengthen your teeth, and it goes deep in and remove infections, bacteria. And also you can gargle with salt water, warm salt water as well, so you can remove plaque and all the other stuff, so you can keep your throat clear. So that's the thing about your teeth, right? The other thing that I want to talk to you about, this is about your teeth, right? So on the next video I'm gonna do, because I don't really want to do long videos, so I'm going to do another video about body odor, and then I will tell you the next homework to do, so that way you can remove these things from your body, so that way you won't you won't have bad breath, you won't have body odor. Like the video before, you don't need soap to wash your private part, men and women, or your anus area. The soap is gonna irritate it. All you need is just water, plain water, okay? And if you are gonna if you really want to use soap, there's a doctor, what is it, doctor something, he does minty kind of soap. You can use that, because it's natural, because you can even brush your teeth with it. You can do anything with it. So it's natural, it's not harmful to the body. You can use that. And the other thing too, don't douche. If you douche, don't douche. That's messing your pH balance, is really messing your natural defenses up, because you have natural defense down there to fight. So bad breath, if you're not taking care of your inside of your body, everything else is gonna fall apart, right? So if you see you have bad smell down there, if you're constantly having issues with your with infection down there and stuff like that, including men, it means that what you're putting in your body is not balanced. There's something off, so you have to fix that, right? So again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving you medical information. I'm just giving you my thoughts. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on this part 1. Well, part 2. So I'm going to do a part 3. Yeah, let me do a part 3. Should I? I don't want to give you guys too much, like, make it too long. Let me see. It's 40. Yeah, let me do a part 3. All right, shalom, family. I love you. Your ancestors in spirit, they love you. The angel loves you, but the Most High loves you even more. And remember, be yourself. Don't worry about what's going on. Focus on the Most High. Focus on our Father. If you have questions, ask Him. He will give you the answer, and He will be honest with you. Just be on tune, okay? Love you guys.